Here with Iowa Heartlanders assistant coach Kevin Schimdt on MediaCom MC22. And Kevin, the Heartlanders scored a season-high 7 goals last night. I know it wasn't necessarily a perfect game and a 7-3 win. Some things to touch up, but upon review of the film, what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're really opportunistic. Anytime you score 7 goals, it's really nice for the team. But all in all, I mean, we were really opportunistic. We need to clean up a few things. We gave up a lot of D zone time in our defensive zone. They gave up a lot of quality looks, quality scoring chances for them. So certainly we want to play less time in our D zone, and when we do, we need to do a much better job.
Heartlanders, though, you get 7 goals, and it's happened a few times this year where I'm thinking even against Kalamazoo, team gives up the first goal, and then something breaks right for the Heartlanders, and all of a sudden it can be like a well of offense and a well of positivity. Do you find that throughout your hockey career, good teams are like that, where maybe something doesn't go their way, but 1 or 2 things go right in a row, and all of a sudden it's like it's a completely different game?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's a really good sign. Obviously, you want to start on time. That first goal, we know how important that is. But I mean, I love our mindset. It doesn't matter the score. It doesn't matter if we're up a few or down a few. One of the advantageous things about our team is that our mindset is continuing to play the right way, play desperate hockey. So, we just fall behind one there early. Able to tie it up and then before you know it, it's really kind of late in the third period, we're able to get 2 more extra goals, 2 huge goals for us to kind of steal a lot of momentum, and then you're up 2 goals. It's significant. So it's a really good sign of a team that is really disciplined and just sticks with the process for whether it be 20 minutes or the whole 60. But that's something it says a lot about the group, just them being that discipline and that focus to not let it bother you or get you off your game or to start getting out of rhythm and trying to do too much or to make up for that goal right away. It's just believing in the process and staying disciplined doing it.
TJ Walsh +5 last night. Second time in the last few seasons a Heartlanders player's done that. Actually, last one to do it was Chris Lipe last year against Cincinnati, 6-4 win there about a year ago. But TJ 3 assists last night, +5. The points and the plus-minus stand out, but what else did you like about his game?
Oh, geez. I mean, TJ had a phenomenal game. +5 is impressive. A few, assists to go along with it. Obviously, statistically, really nice night. Watching the game back, TJ was, he was a hound. He had a really good stick on puck. He was moving his feet, and he was doing a lot of little things where he was getting pucks out and getting pucks in. I think, he's one of the players that stands out the most of winning his battles on both sets of blue lines and depositing pucks into their O-zone and changing at the appropriate time. So a lot of things that mostly go unnoticed. Just a really tremendous game out of him doing the details, and it's really nice to see him get rewarded with a nice stat line like that.
You've played defense for more than a decade professionally and your entire life pretty much. So when you go against a team like Tahoe that can cycle it really well, as a defenseman, as a defensive structure, what things do you preach to avoid getting mesmerized in those moments by Tahoe's excellent passing?
Yeah, I mean, a tremendously skilled team up front. They have a lot of movement. They kind of spread you out in D zone. As soon as they kind of get rolling and start feeling that momentum, they're really dangerous. They're able to make some really good plays. So, it's a challenge for us. I think a couple of things you just kind of focus on is when you have an opportunity to get the puck out, we need to make sure we get it out so we're not out there with tired troops on the ice. We need to close a lot quicker and have a really good stick on puck so we can get in those passing lanes, break them up, create a turnover, and then hopefully exit as soon as possible, because ultimately the longer we're in our D zone, it's going to put us under a lot of pressure. We're going to be tired, and they're going to certainly gain that advantage. So a few little minor adjustments, stick on puck and a little bit of positioning and stuff. But more than anything, it's just having a really good sense of urgency and playing desperate in our as a 5-man unit, and just realizing how important it is to exit and clear when we can.
Kevin, thanks again for a few minutes. I know the TV audience appreciates it.
Oh, great. Thank you for having me, David.
Absolutely. Going to take a quick time out. When we come right back around the corner, it's the Heartlanders and the Tahoe Night Monsters. We continue our coverage next on MediaCom.